Hey everyone, Sheevaun here. Today's topic is about breaking through walls, not by punching them or karate chopping them or kicking them, but breaking through walls of energy. Did you know that there are walls of energy that people put up? One of the things that I work with when folks come to me is some of those walls that they put up are kind of like this without really crossing their hands or their arms or frowning, but they're putting up an energy wall that is almost impenetrable. And some of the ways that it shows up is you're in a group and you feel unseen. You're doing everything that you can in your world, in your life, in your marketing, and things just really aren't working the way they really ought to. And maybe people are treating you like they want to have a fight with you. It's really fascinating. That's a big one. And that happens in businesses, in small businesses and large businesses all the time. And so this wall of energy is going to have come about because of somebody's being disappointed, their expectations not ever being met, or them having unrealistic expectations, or they just don't really trust the person on the other end. And it's really fascinating how sales conversations kind of come up in those ways. You pick up the phone, even though you've arranged a time and an exact location and a specific allotted amount of time to happen, that those walls are put up on the other side. So the fascinating thing for you as the entrepreneur, as the startup person, is not to pretend that they don't exist, but to find something that is going to be of value to the way they feel better about themselves. So this particular person, their wall was up, and they had the wall up around, well, what are you going to make me do now? It was kind of the wall that was up. And it was their comment that they had a valid point about what was going to be needed, what the prospect really might be feeling. And so I acknowledged that. I sent love and compassion and caring energy and really just heard and listened to that person on the other end. And it took about 5 to 7 minutes for them to let that wall down and say, wait a minute, I'm not going to be attacked. Wait a minute, I don't need this wall up. I had this wall up for some reason. And they weren't really aware that they had the wall up. So there are a lot of folks in your world that already have a wall up. But I think the thing that's important for you to pay attention to today is, where do you have your wall up? Where do you have your scowl or your arms crossed? Listen, we're growing businesses, we're being of contribution to the planet, we're doing things that are meaningful. And to have that wall up is only going to make you feel more frustrated. It's going to prevent you from having success sooner or easier. And it's always going to make you feel exhausted. So what's your wall? What's the wall that you have up? And think about that for a second, and maybe let your heart out and be of value and service to your own world and community and life and your mission and your vision and whatever your dream is to achieve next. All right, my name's Sheevaun Moran. You can find out more about me and breaking those walls down at SheevaunMoran.com. SheevaunMoran.com. And there's a really cool tool that we have called the Epic Life Toolkit, epiclifetoolkit.com. If you go there, it's a set of questions that helps you actually start breaking down those walls without a whole lot of effort. So get that download and start breaking your own walls so you can achieve more with less and with more grace. See you soon.